A single-engine turboprop that flies like a jet, feels like first class, and scares pilots who underestimate it. The Epic E1000 AX isn't replacing light jets. It's quietly making them unnecessary through speed, luxury, and raw performance.
The accent lighting's, it's beautiful, it's wide, it's tall, it's spacious. I'm 5'11". Carlos, you're about the same. There's 2 feet between our knees, guys. I don't know if enough of our videos really spend time to call out the creature comforts for our passengers. And what makes this cabin so special is, again, this plane will get to flight level 340. So at 34,000 feet, the cabin differential 6.6 PSI, meaning a 9,700 foot cabin.
And here's where it gets even stranger. The term anti-light jet isn't marketing fluff. It's literal. Light jets exist because they promise speed, altitude, and that unmistakable aura of prestige. You want to zip across the country, avoid weather below, and do it with a tiny touch of luxury. Jets have traditionally owned that territory. But turboprops? They've usually been slower, more utilitarian, and often compromised between cost and comfort. That's where the Epic E1000 AX flips the script. It doesn't just match a light jet in performance, it challenges the very reason light jets exist. Fast climbs, triple-digit cruise speeds, and a pressurized cabin that feels like a mini first-class suite. This plane doesn't compete politely, it disrupts. Pilots don't just fly it, they interact with it, because at this level, the aircraft demands attention, skill, and respect. Buckle up, because what you think you know about turboprops is about to be completely rewritten. And this is the part that blew me away. Stepping onto the Epic E1000 AX doesn't feel like climbing into a turboprop. It feels like boarding a proper private jet. The rear air stair isn't some flimsy fold-down door. It's a sculpted, purposeful entrance that sets the tone the second you touch it. Push a small button near the hinge, and lights flick on, tracing your path like a miniature runway just for you. Most turboprops just have a plain door you fumble with, maybe a step or two. Boring, functional, forgettable. Here, every detail screams intention. You can't help but pause, look around, and feel like you're in something special. Epic isn't selling an airplane. They're selling a full experience, from that glowing stare to the sense of anticipation as you walk down the aisle. And trust me, that first impression? It's unforgettable. Wait, you're watching right now, but not subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and click the subscribe button so we can move on with the video. You did? Okay, cool. Now back to the planes. Numbers can be deceiving, and the Epic E1000 AX proves it. On paper, the cabin is 15 feet long, 4.6 feet wide, and 4.9 feet tall. Nothing jaw-dropping. But the moment you step inside, it feels expansive. Headroom isn't a problem. Knees don't scrape anything, even if you're pushing 7 feet tall. Legroom is generous, and every inch of space is smartly used, so it never feels cramped or awkward. Compare that to most light jets, where you're hunched over and counting inches, or typical turboprops that prioritize function over comfort. Here, the cabin breathes. There's room to move, to stretch, and even glance out the windows without feeling boxed in. It's an almost optical illusion. On paper, average. In reality, supremely comfortable. Every detail, from ceiling height to aisle width, reinforces that Epic designed this for people who actually want to enjoy the flight, not just survive it.
All right, welcome back. This is Peter King. I'm the Chief Pilot at Epic Aircraft and wanted to show you some of the features inside the crew area or the flight deck of the E1000 AX. This is our cockpit mock-up, so the lights are not fully representative. We have them turned on so you can see the aspects of the flying experience here. First of all, this was designed using clay modeling in a room where people could experiment, and everything is ergonomically laid out so it falls to hand. In addition, all of the controls can be reached without having to stretch too much. The switches.
And now the real kicker, the seating. Epic didn't just throw in chairs, they engineered a true first-class layout. The Club 4 arrangement makes every passenger feel prioritized. Nobody's stuck in a back row or shoved into a corner. The seats are padded perfectly, with pitch and ergonomics that make long flights painless. Reclining leather cushions come with side pockets, power ports, adjustable air vents, and fingertip LED reading lights. You can work, nap, or watch the scenery like it's a private movie theater. And here's the thing. The flexibility is insane. Everyone has access to controls and storage without climbing over someone else, which is something even most jets struggle to manage. Epic's philosophy is simple. Every seat is first class. No compromises, no hierarchy. Everyone gets the same comfort and luxury. Whether you're the pilot's guest or a backseat traveler, it's subtle, but that attention to detail completely changes the flight experience. And here's where Epic quietly wins. Mid-flight, the cabin actually works for real people. Need luggage mid-journey? The rear storage is fully accessible while flying. No awkward climbing, no contortions. Seats adjust on the go so everyone can reach their bags without disturbing others. Most turboprops and even some light jets force you into uncomfortable gymnastics just to move around. But the E1000 AX is built for people who actually use the space. It's not just luxury, it's functional luxury. Every adjustment, every inch of the interior feels intentional. Epic thought about the passengers who want flexibility, efficiency, and comfort simultaneously. You're not just a passenger here. You're in a space designed to make movement effortless, even at 330 knots, without ever compromising safety or cabin flow. That combination of design and practicality? Almost unheard of in this class of aircraft. And this part subtly blows minds. The Epic E1000 AX isn't flashy, it's thoughtful. The cabin is fully pressurized, keeping high-altitude flights comfortable without a hint of fatigue. Sound insulation keeps engine noise low, creating a serene environment even while the plane tears through the sky. Climate control is precise, balancing airflow across the cabin perfectly, and the windows, electronically dimmable, let you control sunlight with a fingertip, dialing it down or up depending on mood or scenery. Compare that to old-school shades or manual systems, where you fight sunlight or glare, and the difference is night and day. Here, everything adapts around you, not the other way around. The technology fades into the background, but transforms every moment. Epic's approach. Make you comfortable without making you notice the mechanics behind it. A level of cabin intelligence rarely seen in turboprops or light jets. And here's the key. Comfort isn't just luxury, it's survival at 330+ knots. The cabin remains rock solid and stable, letting passengers relax while the plane pushes jet-like speeds. Without that stability, speed alone would feel frantic, even dangerous. Epic balances raw aggression with calm, giving you the thrill of performance without the mental fatigue. That's why pilots and passengers alike feel secure, even when the plane is slicing through the sky faster than nearly any turboprop in existence. And here's the reality check. Stepping into the cockpit isn't effortless. You twist, maneuver, and work your way over pedals and controls like a pilot contortionist. It's a subtle reminder. This plane isn't casual. But the moment you settle into the sculpted seats, it clicks. Every inch of effort is rewarded with total control and the unmistakable sense of power at your fingertips.
ITT's at 168, so we pay attention to that. Voltage is above 24.2, so that is good. Left fuel pump, right fuel pump. Igniter comes on, starter gen comes on. I'm going to come over here to timer reference, and we will start the timer. Right, ahead, left, clear.
And this is where the Epic E1000 AX separates the pilots from the tourists. The cockpit wasn't just drawn on a CAD screen. Every curve, every button, every switch started as clay. Designers literally molded a physical cockpit, experimenting with reach, height, and sight lines until it felt natural. Nothing is too far away. You never have to stretch unnaturally or fumble for a switch mid-flight. The layout is intentional, almost human in its logic. This is a cockpit built for people who actually fly, not just designers who imagine flying. Every lever, knob, and control falls under your hand exactly when you need it. It's the kind of attention to detail that silently demands respect. Because when you're climbing at 4,000 feet per minute, comfort and logic are just as important as raw horsepower. This is ergonomics designed for real pilots. And here's where it gets downright futuristic. The E1000 AX cockpit is dominated by a 3-screen Garmin G3000 NXI setup. It's not just pretty glass. Every display is lightning fast, crisp, and intuitive. Surface Watch keeps the runway clear, warning of potential incursions before they become dangerous. Visual approach guidance with a precise 3-degree glide slope makes landings feel effortless, even in challenging conditions. HSI overlays can show everything from weather patterns to nearby traffic, giving pilots a live, all-encompassing situational view. Engine and airframe data, right at your fingertips. A DSB integration keeps other aircraft in your awareness, while tablets or EFBs slide seamlessly into your workflow. It's not flashy for the sake of show. It's a cockpit that turns mountains of data into actionable insight, letting pilots focus on strategy, decisions, and flow. Every detail screams capability and control. And here's the genius of it. The GFC 700 autopilot isn't there to replace skill, it's there to enhance it. One-handed flight isn't a gimmick. It's a practical necessity at the speeds and climb rates this plane can pull. Synthetic vision gives you a 3-dimensional perspective of terrain, even in murky weather or low visibility. The workload reduction is real, letting you focus on strategy and flow instead of wrestling every twitch of the controls. But don't be fooled. The plane doesn't think for you. Skill still matters. Every maneuver, every climb, every approach requires awareness and precision. The E1000 AX assists, but only if you're ready to fly it with respect. It's a partnership, not a babysitter. And here's where the plane truly shines. The safety systems aren't passive. They think alongside you. The wedge annunciation panel is like a mini mission control, lighting up red if something isn't ready, green when all is set. The angle of attack gauge works seamlessly with the stick shaker and stick pusher, warning and protecting against stalls without ever being intrusive. 2 independent computers ensure interventions only happen when necessary. Backup instruments like the L3 Stellar ESI 500 provide a fail-safe if anything goes sideways. Epic's philosophy is clear. Warn early, intervene late. You're never surprised, but you're always aware. It's a cockpit designed for confidence, giving pilots the tools to operate at extreme speeds, high climbs, and jet-like performance, all while maintaining situational awareness that few turboprops, or even light jets, can match.
Takeoff. So it's derated to that horsepower, and it'll hold that horsepower to about 8,000 feet or so on a pressure altitude basis. So lots of performance off just about any runway.
We're gonna bring this airplane to Cedar Key, which is one of the shortest paved strips in Florida.
And And here's the moment that makes seasoned pilots stop in their tracks. The Epic E1000 AX packs a Pratt and Whitney PT6A-67A. Engine pushing a whopping 1,200 shaft horsepower. That's not a number you casually throw around. It's real, raw power, designed to make you feel the air move beneath you. The 5-blade Hartzell composite prop translates that power instantly, giving immediate throttle response that can surprise even experienced aviators. And with a TBO of 3,500 hours, it's built to last, not just impress. This isn't a fast for a turboprop situation. It's straight-up jet-level energy in a single engine package. When people say too powerful, they aren't joking. Climb rates, acceleration, and responsiveness all hit a level that demands respect and focus. Misjudge it, and the plane reminds you immediately that you're flying something serious. This is not a casual joyride. It's a high-performance instrument. And then the numbers hit, and suddenly everything clicks. The Epic cruises at 333 knots, climbing smoothly to 34,000 feet, higher than most small jets dare to go. Its climb rate? A jaw-dropping 4,000 feet per minute, enough to leave a light jet in the dust. And it does all this, sipping roughly 50 gallons of fuel per hour, giving efficiency that most jets can only dream of. Range is 1,560 nautical miles, enough to fly non-stop from Los Angeles to Dallas or New York to Denver, all without compromising speed or cabin comfort. Compare that to traditional turboprops that struggle above 250 knots or light jets that burn fuel like there's no tomorrow. And the E1000 AX isn't just competitive. It's redefining what a single-engine aircraft can do. Speed, altitude, efficiency, and endurance, all wrapped into one machine that punches well above its weight.
Over time, and as more people discover it and discover its capabilities. In the marketplace, it's sort of positioned between the M700 and the TBM in price. This Epic, made in Bend, Oregon.
And here's where practicality meets raw performance. The E1000 AX doesn't just excel in the sky, it dominates the runway too. Takeoff requires just 2,254 feet, landing around 2,400. That means you're not limited to big airports. You can access smaller, regional strips that jets often bypass. Imagine flying into Cedar Key, one of Florida's shortest paved runways, where a jet would hesitate. The Epic performs confidently. For owners, this isn't just convenience, it's freedom. You're no longer tied to large hubs or long taxiways. Every foot of runway matters, and Epic gives pilots the confidence to land and take off in places most light jets wouldn't even consider. Small airports, tight approaches, flexible operations. This is where the plane's design philosophy truly shines. And finally, the E1000 AX isn't forgiving. Sharp handling amplifies every input, so even minor mistakes feel bigger than usual. Fuel automation helps manage balance and sloshing, but it doesn't save ignorance. Climb too aggressively, turn too sharply, or misjudge your speed, and the consequences arrive fast. Thrilling for skilled pilots, overwhelming for anyone unprepared. This isn't a casual flight. It's a partnership with a machine that expects your full attention. Every maneuver reminds you you're flying a high-performance aircraft built to reward skill and punish complacency. Respect it, and the plane delivers unmatched performance, control, and exhilaration. Ignore it, and it makes sure you notice quickly. And this is where theory meets reality. Climbing above 25,000 feet, the Epic glides through weather that would rattle most light jets. Breaking through morning clouds, the composite prop slices the sky while the cabin stays eerily quiet, almost serene. Pilots feel the immediate difference. The plane hums under you, powerful yet controlled, every system working in harmony. It's the kind of experience that gives you goosebumps, raw speed and altitude, yet calm, measured, and precise. The emotional impact isn't just about performance. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you're in a machine that responds instantly, thinks ahead, and rewards respect. Moments like this make it clear why the E1000 AX isn't just fast, it's transformative. Let's talk numbers. The base price sits at $3.85 million. Pre-owned models are practically mythical due to demand. Annual fixed costs hover around $160,000, covering maintenance, hangar, and essentials. Hourly operating costs average about $700, which is far from outrageous given the speed, climb, and comfort it delivers. Compared to light jets, the value proposition is compelling. You're paying for jet-like performance, advanced avionics, and true first-class comfort in a single engine package. For owners who fly regularly, the investment isn't frivolous, it's rational. And here's the reality. The Epic E1000 AX is D-rated to that horsepower, meaning it's intense from takeoff to climb. Pilots need skill, experience, and full attention. Complacency gets punished instantly. The systems help, but they don't forgive mistakes. They assist, not replace, your judgment. Less experienced aviators could be overwhelmed by the sharp handling, rapid acceleration, and precise responses. If you're looking for a casual, low-stress ride, this plane isn't for you. It's built for pilots who respect performance, embrace challenge, and can match the aircraft's capabilities every step of the way. The Epic E1000 AX combines speed, climb, range, and first-class comfort in a way no light jet can touch. It replaces jets for many missions, from short runway hops to high-altitude cruising, and does it efficiently. It challenges pilots, thrills passengers, and demands respect. For those who underestimate it, it's terrifying. For those who master it, it's transformative. This isn't a turboprop playing catch-up. It defines a new category entirely. The Epic E1000 AX proves you don't need a jet to fly like one. It rewards skill, demands respect, and delivers unmatched speed, range, and luxury in a single engine package. This isn't the future of turboprops. It's the aircraft light jets should fear. Drop your thoughts below, like, and subscribe.